whenever I was cleaning up the backyard, I spent like 2 or 3 hours out there one morning just mowing the lawn and then trimming up the bush back there and just making it all look nice. I really write off a lot of sounds that I hear just in general, just because I assume there are other things.
Yeah.
And just the outside is, the acoustics is,
it's the outside world.
It's messing with me.
Yeah.
But whenever I was cleaning out by the grill, you know, we have that door out there that's locked that you can see is locked. It's bolted, but I don't have a key to. And it's probably just some like empty storage space or whatever.
Or there's a person in there.
I don't know what it is. But right. So while I was cleaning over there, I mean, like several times, I mean, I counted them at one point, and there were several before I started counting. I heard like 8 different knocks or something that looked like steps.
Somebody's trying to fucking do Morse code.
From behind that door.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, man, what is that? What construction is happening around here that is making it sound like that? Like, at no point am I ever seriously considering that there's someone living there. I'm like, whatever.
Does that door connect to the, like, that whatever, you know, you say you assume it's a storage closet. What would that wall back up to? The garage?
Yeah, the garage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and see, that's what I think. I think the only thing that door would open up to is maybe the other side of that wall. That's what I think.
Well, I mean, is there a door at the end of the garage?
Yeah, there's a closet there, but it doesn't extend the full length.
It doesn't extend the full length of the wall. Like, there's just a wall that's been put up. So you can tell that there's another room there, and I'm assuming that's what the door that's locked to, that I don't have a key for.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that's what it opens to. I don't know who the fuck set this up. It's
like
very
the Smurfs
weird.
live there or something.
Or like someone with like a psychotic breakdown.
And so they just somehow have everything they need in that one, like, I mean, it's not big.
Yeah,
I
maybe
can
they're
show
in there,
you
like,
after we record. It's not a big space, but I mean, it's definitely enough that someone could be forced to live
Someone
there.
could think that they're in Narnia in there.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Depending on how bad the psychotic break is, definitely.
Yeah.
Wow. It'd be cool. Honestly, it would just be cool because I've never at once felt like threatened. I've never felt
What if you got it open and like some like, you know, old man or old woman, like gray hair comes out and then like literally just like Narnia is like, I'm a kid again. Oh my God. I've been king or queen for...
I would literally shit myself. And honestly, not the best response. I'd probably attack.
You would attack?
I would probably like just out of like I'd be scared and I would see this person. I'd be like, and like I'd probably have a hatchet and like I don't know.
Oh my God.
Yeah, like
I would just Sparta kick them back in there, bolt it back up.
I'm afraid to give any part of my body to them because then they'll hold on to it and take me with them.
And then you go to Narnia
or whatever's in there.
Yeah.
But I've never really felt like.
See, my thing is usually if I'm doing chores like that, and I mean, I don't, you know, apartments, so I don't have an outside, but when I was at my parents' house and stuff, we had to do outside chores. I would always have headphones in.
Yeah.
Just because listening to music. So like someone could probably like kick that door down. And like I probably wouldn't hear it just because like I have like Beats headphones in and I'm just like, you know, blowing the leaves like.
Yes. That's my ideal situation. I was wearing one of my pairs of leggings that I got from my sister, and I know I got it from my sister because there's no fucking pockets in them because I don't buy leggings unless there's pockets in them. But my darling sister has given me several pairs without pockets, and I'm like,
women just don't get pockets. That's the...
Like, what am I supposed to do with them?
I have a conspiracy theory about that with like cargo shorts.
What's it called? A fanny pack?
Yeah. A little satchel. You guys have purses. You carry around a bag and then
not
complain
while
that you don't have pockets.
Not while I'm doing yard work,
fair.
bro.
That's fair.
Yeah, just turn it over.
A fanny pack could work, but not my fucking purse.
Get one of those little, you know what I'm talking about? The runners use where they strap their phone.
No, you just stuck
like
your arm out. That's all you did. So you're like, get the...
They like strap, you know what I'm talking about?
Like an arm
So,
band.
okay, so I've tried 2 of those in the past.
They don't work well at all.
No. No, so what did you tell me to get them?
Well, how do they not
I'm just giving you the options that the market has given you.
Does it just fall?
For me, they don't work because I don't... Ideally, what you want is a really fat stretch. If you've got a really fat stretch, then I think the phone holds better. But I don't have that much arm space. And so the weight of my phone doesn't have a lot of stretch to sit against, so it just slides down. But if the band was stretched out, I could tell, like when I put it on my thigh, it fits much better. but it looks dumb as
What are you,
hell
Tomb Raider.
on my thigh. Bitch, I'm trying to
She's
make
like,
shit
stay strapped,
work.
but it's just her fucking iPhone.
Yeah, I'd look
but,
hella
like, if you're
cool.
doing-
I'd look hella cool.
Yeah.
People might think twice before they come fuck with me.
The Karen Tomb Raider, she just pulls her phone out of there.
I
and
don't
is I'm
look
gonna
like
film.
a Karen.
I'm just saying that's who would have it like
It's cool
that.
though, like if you're sitting down, your phone's right there.
Yeah.
I definitely was a Karen though, like last month.
What'd you do?
Because I called animal control on someone's dog because they leave that. It's a very cute, very pretty, like pit bull German Shepherd mix puppy. Like I can tell it's going to be a big dog.
Yeah, it's a cute mutt.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they leave it in their front yard with no collar, no harness, no leash, no fence, nothing.
Yeah.
They just like leave the dog on the porch. And I mean, I walked by there. I mean, I noticed when they first got the puppy.
Yeah.
At first they had a harness on it, but then about 2 or 3 weeks after that, I never saw the puppy have a harness on it again. And for probably 2 months consistently, I've seen them just leave that dog outside by itself. And so I called animal control because I was just like, hey,
Did they come snag it?
I don't think they take good care of their dog. I don't know if they came and took it, but I don't see that puppy there anymore. So maybe they just decided to keep it in the backyard, or maybe they decided to keep it in the house. I don't know, but I don't see that puppy in the front yard anymore.
Well, that's
But there's lots of big dogs that just like wander this neighborhood, and it scared me to think that, I don't know,
yeah.
something might happen to this dog and nobody's going to notice, or that dog's going to get big and then it will start to wander and maybe hurt somebody.
Yeah.
So that was how I was a Karen, and
I mean, you could have stolen.
I felt really bad
You
about
could
it.
have just brought it in.
I know, but see, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to at least I assumed animal control would first tell the owner, hey, if you don't put your dog in the backyard, then we're going to have to come take the puppy. So
Yeah.
like, that's what I was hoping
Yeah.
would happen. But I mean,
Who knows?
animal control never followed up with me. And I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know what their policy is, but that was my goal in calling, was that someone would just tell them, hey, put your dog inside, or like someone's going to come take your dog.
That's always an interesting side of like whether it's animal control or like, you know, the cops or like emergency medical services. Like if you're just the person who calls it in, like once they get in that car or whatever, you just have no idea.
I know.
You know what I mean?
I know.
Like how great would it be like, oh yeah, no, actually that guy you called 911 for, he was high on heroin. Thank you, sir. You know, we got him
Yeah.
up and running and now he's back on the streets. And we're like,
Now he's back on the streets.
well, he's heroin addict.
Gonna
So,
get
you know.
more heroin.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, bro. And I am like obsessed with heroin lately. Not actually the drug, but just because I got lost in that show Intervention, which I somehow didn't know existed.
You didn't know
until now.
Intervention existed?
I had no idea that show existed. And I have been binge watched every episode I can, which is sadly not every single episode of every season.
Oh
because-
yeah. Well, it's been going on forever.
Well, they have some deal with part of their episodes are probably still in syndication, so you can only see like seasons 1, 6, 10, and 12. It's
Yeah.
like something fucking weird. But I did learn on that show, did not know this before. You can do heroin anally. A woman legitimately.
Like through a butt funnel or something?
So what she would do is she would still get the heroin ready and put it in the syringe.
Yeah.
And then she would just literally like pull her skirt to the side,
Oh,
spread
yeah,
her
yeah,
butt
yeah.
cheeks a bit, and then squirt it in, and then just lay down so that it like absorbs in her body. But because all of her veins, even like the ones between her toes, supposedly were just so shot,
Oh,
this
my
is the
goodness.
only way she could do heroin. And I was like, if that's an option, why wouldn't you just always do heroin anally?
Well, also, if you got to the point where like,
because
Who knows?
then
Like,
you
who
don't
knows
fuck
that's
up your
the thing?
veins.
How do
Well-
you know that's a thing?
Well, apparently they can feel it when it doesn't work, because I've seen some
No, well,
addicts
that's
get
what I'm
really
saying, though,
angry
like-
when they get fake stuff.
As a drug addict, how do you know that's an option?
that's what I'm saying. You got to get to that, level,
Desperation.
like that
Who
level
tells you,
99
hey,
drug addict who's like, hey, you can actually just squirt it up your ass.
Yeah, like how do you find that?
That's true. We need to, you know what we need to do? We need to educate better. But it's because we still preach this policy of no drugs, no drugs, no drugs. When at some point,
So what you're telling me is, instead of San Francisco giving out free needles, clean needles to combat
I
the
think
AIDS
that's
epidemic,
great. I think that's great.
they should actually just
give out little
basically
funnels.
give out little like squirt guns.
Fuck yes, bro.
Those like the little pistol ones, and they're just like, hey, spread your cheeks.
I mean, really, I'm just wondering, like,
How
so
do you find out?
now we
My
need
thing.
to, but now I need to do, obviously I need to do research. Like, we've got a lot of data that shows what happens when people inject like in their veins and shit over long term. It's not great. What is going to happen if they keep putting it in their butthole? Like, I'm assuming the heroin is not going
Like
to
the
like
consequence.
eat through their intestinal wall, will it? I don't even know what's in heroin.
I mean, it might.
I was gonna say, yeah, I don't know.
I need to do research. I don't know what exactly, because maybe battery acid is in it. Battery acid is in something.
I think there's probably one of
pills. I think.
to answer.
I think you're right.
Boner pills.
Oh,
the gas station boner
Yeah.
pills.
Well, I think there's
They-
rat poison in them for sure.
oh my God. Yeah, there's something.
There's a spider. Some guy got bit in like Australia or something, and he was an old man.
And he got super erect.
Yeah, you get super erect for like it's literally just like the commercials where they're like, oh, if you have an erection lasting more than 4 hours or whatever, blah, blah, blah. But like part of this spider's bite, like the way the poison works, I don't know why, but it made him erect, and then he just like went on a binge of like banging a bunch of ladies because he's
Oh, he
like, old.
actually
At the retirement.
did
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
Well,
and
good
then
for him.
and then he just died. And then they were like, well, yeah, you got bit by this spider. And I can't remember what the name of it is because it's like some, oh, blah, 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 arachnid, blah, blah, blah.
That's
But
insane.
it's, yeah.
That's insane that he didn't go get the venom taken care of. He was like, no,
He was
I'd
trying
rather
to, it didn't
just-
work.
That was the thing he was like trying to like get hard. And I don't think he really noticed that he got bit type of thing. So I think he might have thought it was like a gas station boner pill or something, But to answer your question, I would think, like, how do you find out? I would think one of two ways. You are either fiending for
yeah,
some
like,
heroin,
so you're so desperate.
and you're like, you can't even get it in your vein because it's so like fucked up, track marked
Right.
up. And then you're just like, well, let's just try squirting it in my ass. Or, right, there was some rich family that had a heroin addict.
yes.
And then
that's what I think happens.
They kept sending them to the doctor, and the doctor was like, look, you're not gonna not do heroin, but you can't, like, at this point, you don't have anywhere
can't
to
be
do
showing
it.
society.
So I'm just gonna let you know you can squirt it in
The
your
consumption.
asshole.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Like, at some point, I
like,
do
that would-
think it came from a medical professional, but it
Yeah.
was definitely upper class.
Oh yeah.
No low class was,
Oh no, 'cause
given
they don't
that
go to the
information.
doctor for that stuff. They use
And I
all
will
the other-
say, the one woman that I did see do the heroin anally, she was a white woman.
Yeah.
And she was from a well-to-do family.
There you go,
So
yeah.
that honestly, that all tracks.
Because I mean, like a doctor really.
That's crazy.
Because doctors are like, look, I just want you to be honest with me, so that way I can try to help
That's
you be
what
healthy.
doctors want.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then so like they don't necessarily. I mean, they would rather you not do drugs,
Right.
Or,
Well, they
things
don't
that
want
are-
to see you over and over.
Exactly. So I think eventually he's just like, look,
True.
I know that you're not gonna stop.
Yes.
So like maybe here's a safer or more, even just really like visually too, because like you said, track marks and
yes,
everything. Like,
a less
here's just a
apparent
better way
that you're a heroin user.
to go about it.
That's crazy. But so then just makes me think, why don't people, and it's just got to be because of the time, because it takes longer to hit in the system. Why don't people just like squirt it in their mouths? Like, why don't you just drink heroin? I don't know. I don't
That sounds
know.
worse.
It's probably got to be because it takes so much longer to get into your system as opposed to injecting it. And if that's what you're used
Or
to,
you're not able to actually keep it down.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe your stomach will just like you won't digest it.
yes, that's smart,
My FBI agent is probably like, what the fuck?
right?
Because I'm putting in, why does heroin work if you put it in your butt? Because I want to know the process.
True,
So, like,
true.
Well, same thing with
Then the first thing that pops up is safer ways to use heroin.
See, it's a safer way. We're gonna be educating the public.
so they just need Google. That's all they need.
Plugging heroin.
Now they have Google.
Here's the Ohio Recovery Center, recoveryohio.org.
Okay.
Plugging, which refers to rectal administration, is a less
Now we
common
know the
method of
word.
heroin ingestion, sometimes promoted for the purpose of harm reduction among illicit drug users. However, while plugging heroin may offer certain advantages when compared to other forms of heroin use, it is not a safe practice overall. But I think that's really just taking
Because
drugs
it's
in general.
heroin. Yeah.
It's actually associated with serious side effects, physical injury, and risk of drug overdose, addiction, and dependence. Effects of rectal heroin use. All right, there's just like
Well, that's any type of heroin use.
Well, that makes sense.
You're going to be
Yeah.
addicted.
If you
and
Like
you have a
alcohol
chance of
rectally,
overdose.
You
Yeah.
can overdose with a shot of alcohol.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
that's so. See, I've heard of the same thing. Like I know in high school, I'm sure you guys heard it. Maybe not because you're not girls, but if you're a girl, you heard about. Oh my god! Like,
Tequila
do you soak your
tampons.
tampon and like
Yeah,
put
yeah,
it
I've heard
in?
of that.
Like, I've never actually done it, but we've all talked about it.
Yeah,
we've
yeah.
all joked about it.
Okay.
So
It makes sense.
That's also why I was thinking. I was like, okay, so why don't ladies just do it in their vagina?
Plugging is also referred to as booty bumping, boofing, and hooping. I'm out here hooping, bruh.
I'm booty bumping. I like that.
It says blah, blah, blah. The different colors of heroin, white, brown, and black tar, can be administered through the rectum using a syringe, but not a needle filled with the heroin dissolved or mixed into water or alcohol. It's not exclusive to heroin, putting it in your butt, that is. The speed of this effect causes a heroin rush along with an intense drug high similar to snorting or smoking. Here are the benefits versus the dangers. This is
Which I know there's a lot of dangers.
harm reduction. Advocates sometimes promote plugging as an alternative to injection drug use, as plugging can help one avoid track marks, skin infections, severe diseases like hepatitis that come with basically using
there's
needle
so
injection.
many people that get hepatitis.
Other individuals may begin plugging the drug after their veins collapse, making injection more difficult, which is probably what that lady did.
She had collapsed veins.
Rectal heroin can also spare the lungs and sinuses the severe injury and tissue damage that come from smoking. So basically, they're just saying it's better than smoking because of the lungs.
Right.
And here are the specific dangers. Infections, which is kind of the thing. Rectal tissue damage.
Yeah,
Over
that's what
time-
I wanted to know.
Over time, damage to the rectal tissues from heroin plugging can lead to physical issues including pain, persistent diarrhea, issues with bowel control.
Ooh.
That was the one that I was thinking of. I was like,
I'm like,
you have to
yeah.
eventually maybe not
I want to
have
know.
feeling in your butthole anymore. And then if you have to poop, do you just like, it just like slides out?
See, I didn't think about that.
Issues with bowel control, passing blood, colon tears,
Yeah, that's
decreased
what I was wondering.
circulation to the internal organs, injury, or death of the surrounding rectal tissue. So like kind of, I guess, like how
Dang.
we were talking about with like meth, the nose collapses and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So basically, I guess your
Same thing.
your butthole just collapses.
No matter where you
Just switch, back there, up here. Back
You
there.
could
One
just-
week,
Yeah.
1 week there.
One
I
week here.
think 1 week
Go
one
twice as long without anything going wrong.
I think 1 week
week
1
here.
week
Yeah.
is a little too much. Maybe like 1 month. I don't know. You need to give the other place sufficient
Oh, I guess,
time
yeah.
to
Sufficient
heal.
rest. Yeah,
I
but
don't know.
also
But then
if
you're
you go a
fucking
week,
this other place up
if you
for
go a
month.
week, then you're exactly. I was going to say then they aren't getting hit as much.
Yeah. Oh fuck. I don't know.
So you
It's
heard
hard.
it here, kids. Do drugs through your butt.
Yeah, and the thing too, what they're saying about the overdose, then I would think that just gives people more of a reason to put drugs either into their anal orifice or vaginal orifice because it does take so much less to feel it.
Yeah.
So you're saving money.
Yeah.
And these bitches always talking about how they spend $800, $500 a day
My
on
favorite-
drugs a day.
One of my favorite things that seems just like I guess just it's kind of like a you could say it's a cycle or whatever, but it's like these people are broke as shit.
Right.
And then they're like, yeah, I'm dropping $500 a day on crack. And I'm like, well, it sounds like you're making good money.
By stealing. Yeah, they either steal from their
No,
family.
yeah, like that's the joke. It's like, why is it that someone that is broke is always drunk or high?
Yeah.
And me, when I'm like, oh, I need to buy something for the house.
Yeah.
I can't drink for the rest of the week.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, no, we'll
That's
steal
awesome.
shit. We'll
Yeah,
See?
they're always on their high or whatever.
yeah, and that's crazy to me. I mean, I saw one woman, she let the camera crew not obviously go inside, but like follow her whenever she went to go shoplift at a store. And I mean, the shit she pulled out, it was
Imagine-
crazy. The shit she pulled out, I mean, it was easily retail $1,200 worth of shit that she stole. I was
What
like,
do you
that's a felony.
What do you say as the camera crew, like walking in?
They don't. They just
They just walk in.
they don't. So
yeah, but
the
I feel like
only
if I'm
time-
working at like a Ross, and then
Yeah.
like someone walks in with a camera crew, I'm gonna be like, "What the fuck is this?" And then
Well,
they're
that's
just like,
That's why she said don't go in. They couldn't go inside the store with her. They waited in
okay,
the
they were
van,
just-
and she went out and came back in.
"Damn." Well, they can't. You
the
can't
only
touch
time-
anybody.
The only time I've seen the camera crew ever intervene is when they are driving behind them in a different vehicle, like to another location, and they can see the person is clearly swerving,
Yeah.
and they're like, "Hey, you can't drive.
Yeah.
I don't think I can let you drive. That's the only time I've seen them intervene. But any other time, they try to run away from the intervention to go shoot up. The camera crew doesn't say anything. They just watch it. They're just like,
that's their life.
This is what they're doing. I'm like, God, I couldn't be
The producers, they're like, get that on camera.
See, I couldn't because I need to talk. I need to talk about everything. Okay, so what's going through your head right now as you're
Well, then you could
getting
be
this
the other
ready?
person.
Like,
You could be the host. You know what I mean?
The producer, right?
Or like
I've
whatever.
definitely thought about being the interventionist.
Yeah.
Because also they go through so much family therapy, which I come from a fucked up family, lots of addiction. So a lot of the stuff that they struggle with or they deal with, I'm like, bitch, us too.
Yeah.
I know your family's fucked up.
Or like another thing kind of, I guess, on the whole, like, you're like, I couldn't be a camera person. I always thought it was interesting when they, like, a camera crew will go to, like, like a narco facility or to like a Somalian pirate, like, hub, and they just, like, let them in. And they're like, brandishing their guns. They got the mask up and they just talk with these people and they let them film. Like, yeah, these are how we make the drugs and like all this stuff. But I was like, how do you get that? I mean, I understand how they get there.
You have to have a relationship with those people.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, how do you approach, like, hey man, can I come film all this like illicit shit that you're doing? And they're just like, yeah, sure. Like, we'll just throw our masks up. We're going to, put the sack over your head so you don't know where you're at and stuff like that. And then two, what I also thought was like, they're like, oh, they'll literally be like, oh, this is, whatever the guy's nickname is. And he's like some dude wanted for like 13 murders, stuff like that. And then I was like, so how do you, I mean, obviously they put the sack over your head. You don't really know where you are.
Right.
But when you come back, like, I always thought, like, wouldn't the cops be like, hey, where the fuck are they? Can you help us at all type of thing?
I feel like that's probably why police fucking hate the media, because they're like, they literally do all that shit and they could help us, but they don't. Because to some people, it's like, that's not what we were doing. We're trying to get the information out there.
Yeah, we just want to know.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I would definitely think that they're probably at least always hit up.
Oh, yeah.
By detectives. They have to be. Now they probably never have any information. But,
yeah.
And they probably demand all the footage.
Yep. Well, because like I saw one, I think I was just like scrolling on Facebook or whatever, and it was like a Somalian pirate thing, and this guy just like...
I've never seen this.
This guy just like walked up to these like, people that are like, are the pirates and stuff.
Yeah.
And then he asked basically like, can I ask you like some questions and film? And they were like, sure. Like, you come here. And they're like, so what would you get if you hit a boat?
Is he speaking their same language?
No, they're speaking English.
Damn, I was going to say maybe
like,
that's why they let him film.
No. It was a white dude in the middle of Somalia and stuff like that.
What the fuck?
And he's like just asking him questions and stuff. And then they're like,
Do they ask like, are you police?
No, they literally, one of the guys literally was like, he was like, so like, how much would you get, like on your typical take, like how much do you get when you like, hit a cruise line ship or like this or that or that or this? And then, he's like, well, we'll take, like jewelry, cash, sometimes people. And he's like, well, how much do you get? And he's like, for an American like you? And he like dropped this like, I can't remember what currency they have, but it was like an absurd amount of their currency.
Right.
And I was like, oh, I would shit my pants. Bunch of dudes with AKs just point at me. An American like you, we could get a lot of fucking money. And I just walked up here like, how's it hanging?
Oh my God, that'd be fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
That guy's got a death wish.
Or like, have you seen, there was another one, and these guys weren't like filming a documentary or anything, but they were in...
I'm just imagining now if like he was there and like Juan's there too, and Juan's like, I'm a fucking American too, bitch.
Yeah.
Like,
But I think like a lot of the times these guys, since like they have to hide because they're criminals, they want to be known, so that's why they let people in.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, sure, check me out. Like,
honestly,
I want to
yeah,
be
because while you're not
my 5
committing
minutes
the
to fame.
crime,
Yeah.
it's probably cool to be all like, oh yeah, I did it, because there's no proof.
Like to brag.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's almost like, like you're just Juan Tovar, but then like, he throws on his mask and he's like the Don or something, and then he gets to like flex a little bit on TV.
Oh, that's
5 minutes
fucking
of fame.
terrifying.
Like, oh,
Yeah.
that's me on TV.
Yeah.
Blink,
That's
mom,
true.
I made it. I'm still
Mom, I
criminal,
made
but
it,
I made
yeah.
it.
That's true. Like people want to know how I do it. That's how bad I
Yeah.
am.
Yeah.
No, that's so true. But sorry, you were saying there's another one.
There are these guys, and I think they were like photographers or something. They were looking for these specific birds or something in Mexico, and they go down this dirt road, and then all of a sudden this like truck is following them, and they're like, what the fuck? And these like 3 to 4 dudes pop out with like, AKs and guns and stuff like that, and they're like pointing at them, and it's this like little I think it was a gay couple, like it's a gay photography couple, and they were just like freaking out the whole time, and because the guys were like, oh, this is I guess where like 2 of the different cartels are having like kind of almost
Turf
where
wars?
almost where their areas meet. So like the fact that this truck was going down the road, the cartel whose road it was, they thought it was like someone else. But so they were like, oh, and they were like, we're photographers. Oh. And then once they went through their shit, like, you know, there's the dude with like the AK and he's just like, it's okay.
Yeah.
We're not going to shoot you. It's okay.
Oh my
You're
God.
okay. Yeah. Well, because they don't want to. It's
We're
like the
not gonna
same thing
shoot
with
you.
the people in, wasn't it just on the other side of Brownsville? The 4 or 5 Americans got killed and the cartel, the people who killed the Americans, the cartel literally fucking tied them up and just like gave them to the American government. And we're like, here you go. We don't want any trouble. Like, and because the whole thing is like,
Oh my God, that's insane.
they just want to be left alone to like do their thing.
do their thing.
So like the thing is, you know, as much as at the same time as an American, a lot of times it's like, you know, you can be taken for money or whatever. Blah, blah, blah. At the same time, they don't want to hurt you because then you have the like American government and whatnot looking for you, and then technically they can, you know, work with the Mexican government to try to do blah 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 blah. So they're like, we just don't want you fucking with our operation. Here are the guys that did it.
Yeah, they gave up the people and then the guys that did it.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Like they just said, here you go. And they even were
And
like,
how crazy would it be to be the guy that did it? And you're like, no, guys,
Like,
bro, it was
well,
a total
yeah.
accident.
bro,
and they're
bro,
just like
we can
carrying
get
you.
so much money. We can get in there. Like you fucking. But yeah, it was like some higher up.
Told you. We fucking told you.
Some higher up literally was like, and like, you know, wrote a letter or whatever to the, you know, I don't know, police, sheriff or something.
whoever's gonna
just
read it.
yeah, just
Right.
on the other side of the border.
Right.
To who it
And-
concerns or
And
whatever.
literally was like basically like
May concern.
here are the people on our side that did it. This was not a sanctioned like
Yeah,
an
they were
upper
like,
level
my
sanction
bad.
type
They
of
pretty
thing.
much said, my
Yeah.
bad. Take this as,
That's
you know.
hilarious. That's hilarious.
And so they stopped searching for whoever did it.
Yeah.
We found them.
Well, yeah.
Case
'cause-
solved.
Yeah, no, those are probably the best cases to get.
Yeah.
For the Border Patrol, they're probably like, yes, bro, by lunch, this will be done. This is great. We just wait out there.
Yeah.
Eventually, we'll see a letter. No,
They're
it's
like,
cool. It's
the
cool.
3 Americans got kidnapped. The guy's just like keeps eating the meme of Pedro Pascal eating the sandwich.
Yes. Because at that point, that's your best chance. Well, now we wait.
Well, they're either dead or we just wait and they'll pop up here with the people who took them.
Yeah.
And they did. So.
Oh
Yeah,
my
yeah.
gosh. That's
Yeah.
so
Well,
funny.
only 2 of the people.
Yeah, a couple of the people died.
Well, that's okay.
Yeah.
You can't save everyone,
Yeah.
but you have more back than you would have
Yeah.
Yeah.
if they were a crazy meth head because they just
Yeah, unless
They
the guys
want-
were
I
think
doing
they were.
heroin anally.
I was very shocked when I learned that. I was like, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And how of all these episodes are you the only one that knows that? Tell people.
yeah.
Tell people. Share your
Educate.
story.
Educate.
Because, like, she was doing it with her boyfriend, but anytime she was doing it with her boyfriend, she was like, oh, no, do it in my neck, babe. I'm like, bitch, tell him you're doing it anally.
Yeah.
Tell him.
Yeah.
That way it's safer.
He's like, I'm
for
going to go plug in the bathroom. Oh, that sounds weird, but okay, cool.
I like that we know the word for it.
Where you
now.
going with the boys? Oh, we just gonna be
We're
hooping.
just going to be booty bumping.
just gonna be hooping.
The booty
Be
bumping's funny.
Booty bumping. That is funny because I've said that so many times. Not obviously.
I
meaning-
hope that like one time you pass by like a crackhead or something, and
Or
they're
the
just
cops,
like,
even the
dang,
cops.
yeah.
and they're
Let's go
like, oh,
booty
shit.
bump at
Hold
whatever
on, do you think
club
this
tonight.
is real? Yeah. Oh my God. Clearly not.
Plug it.
You think people were booty bumping at
Probably not.
God, what was the place? Okay, Corral.
Probably not. No, they don't. You didn't want to get high there. You wanted like just to keep going.
Yeah.
You just got back from Nicaragua, right?
No.
No.
Got it all
Sorry.
wrong.
Where
bro.
were you?
Here you go.
Guadalajara.
This is for you.
I'm so sorry. Guadalajara. Do you think you saw people booty bumping there?
Maybe at night, but not. I didn't go out at night.
Ooh.
That place is
Whoa.
different. Like during the day, it looks different, and then at night, I'm like, oh, I don't think this is the same street, but okay. Because there's like more people at night. Like it's more active at night.
So then why didn't you go out, you big baby? You scared of the booty
Scary,
bumping?
yeah,
I don't know. I didn't even
exactly.
know that booty bumping was a
Exactly.
thing. It is scary. I know.
Was
Did
that
you-
fun?
I went there, so here's one for you and Cass.
Yeah.
And then here's a little
So
gift for
cute.
you.
Yeah. Oh, that is fucking sick. I'm putting this on my thing right now. It's a little Tony chopper.
So, because there's a lot of like
cute.
like little vendors out there.
Yeah.
And this lady, she was selling keychains like that, but like a
Nice.
lot like other anime stuff.
Yeah.
And I picked that one up, and she's like, oh, I have Luffy over there. And I was like, how does she know? Like, she's like 60 telling me, oh, I got Luffy over there. I was like, oh.
Dude,
She's over here like, Kaizoku.
Yeah, I was like, wow, she really knows her stuff. I was like, that's pretty cool.
and I feel like when you see anime vendors specifically, no matter where you are, they've got such a wide range.
They
It's
hit a
like
lot.
everything. So those are the best places to
But
get.
like, if she was an older lady, I was like, oh, okay. Like,
That's
usually
cool.
it's younger kids that have these anime ones.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But she knew. She was like, oh yeah, I got Luffy over there. And
I wonder if she was like taking it over for her grandson. She's like, I'm retired. You know, in this what is fuck
In this
in this
economy?
industry industry, you can retire at 40 if you sell well enough. This is my grandson's station. This is just I am for the day.
So sick.
She did have like necklaces, I guess, and she
Eh.
had the flag, like the what's it called? Like their flag. I don't know what it's called.
Oh, their Jolly Roger.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
had that. She had
It's basically like your skull and crossbones.
yeah.
But then you put, add whatever to it, and it's like your thing.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she had that. It looked cool, but I was like, I'm not gonna use it.
It's all about.
So I just bought the keychain.
Yeah.
But now, yeah, we went there. It was cool. We went there on Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday. And then, so like Guadalajara is close to a lot of other like little cities. So it's close to Tequila and it's close to say San Juan, which there's like a big church there that like people follow.
Yes.
So we went there. It was a big church,
Yeah.
like covered mostly in gold, I guess.
Wow.
Like anything that's like yellow, that's gold, that's real gold. So
Wow.
it's like, it was cool.
So do they have people like guarding it 24/7?
No, it's actually open. Like you just walk in, and so like it's just open to the public. And they have this little area where you can say like thank you, and you can write like a thank you card, and they'll put it up there. So like a lot of people, because they believe in that, they'll be like, oh, thank you for saving me the day that I crashed. And they'll make a
Wow.
drawing or they'll take pictures of what happened and then just put it on the wall.
That's cool.
Wow.
And it's-
That's very cool.
Yeah, so it's cool. But yeah, it's just open to the public. Like,
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's like business hours. I don't.
But
I don't
it's
think
got to
open
be
all
like
day.
at night. They've got to fucking guard that, right? Because people would just come and pick gold off.
Yeah, but also if it's just like a lot
but
of it
it's
is like
sacred.
covered
I
in
mean,
gold.
you-
But yeah, like
You're not gonna.
But
take away from the
crackheads don't care if it's sacred, is what I'm
okay,
saying.
well, I guess like it's gated. So like think about a gated like
Oh.
square, and it sits in the middle.
Okay,
It's
so
still-
not just anybody's getting into the
Yeah.
gated
Yeah.
square. Okay, I feel a little more comfortable.
And the
now.
cop station's like down the street, so or not
Oh.
down the street, like it's the building over.
Okay, but it's close.
Yeah.
That's convenient. That was done on purpose. Definitely.
This
And
place. was
Yeah,
old.
they want to guard our fucking biggest asset right here, this gold.
yeah.
Well, my dad said that he's been there like 40 years ago,
Yeah?
and it still looks the same. The church is the same building, like it hasn't changed.
Wow. That's
like,
cool.
dang.
Well, I mean, the gold probably protects it from eroding or changing much.
I guess so.
Yeah. Well, also if shit's just like plated in gold, it's probably pretty fucking heavy. Even if you could get a bit of it off or whatever.
Right,
You know what I
right,
mean?
right.
Damn.
Yeah,
And I
so-
mean, surely nobody's just going to be buying loose gold anywhere around that area. Like, you'd be hella suspicious.
Yeah.
If you're like,
Plus, it'd probably be like big news if like
yes, people would know immediately if gold was taken.
Yeah.
Like, and again, that doesn't really care to someone who's like just chasing a high,
Yeah.
but to someone who's like the average criminal, they're like, yeah, no, I'm not going near that.
Yeah. Did you get? I saw you guys went to like a distillery for tequila type of thing.
Yeah, so I think the day after we went to this like plaza, so it's where there's a lot of vendors. Mm-hmm. And then next to this plaza is a building. It's called like the Center of Jewelry, or like the Jewelry Center or something like that. Mm-hmm. And it's 4 floors of just like jewelry vendors.
Oh
Dang.
my goodness.
It's packed in there. There's so much, but like
Wow.
they sell you like real gold, and they sell you plated, and then they sell you like materials so you can make your own stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
So we checked that out.
So it's like a all-in-one everything
Yeah.
jewelry. Damn,
Yeah, it
that's
was
cool.
And then I think the day after, that's when we went to Tequila, and it's like I think 2 hours away. No, yeah, maybe like 2 hours away. But like on the way there, between Tequila and Guadalajara, there's like these plantations, I guess, where they're like they have the agaves and all that. Mm-hmm. And so there's the one that we went to is called the castle of tequila. There's other ones right there. So we went, we did like a little tour and all that. So that was pretty cool. They recently built it. So they tried to keep like the old castle look.
Nice.
So they didn't put any modern stuff really in it. So anything, if you want to modernize it, they just put glass. So in between the towers, they put glass bridge.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
So it's like 3 floors high, and they're like, you have to walk through it. And they make you walk through it.
Wow.
And then I bet for some people they're like, fuck.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you can see the top one is like shaking the glass because it's like so windy. Don't look down. Even they have an elevator, but it's all glass.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And see, that's the one elevator I would feel safe in because I can see what's happening.
No, I fucking hate those
I don't know.
elevators.
No, those are the only ones I feel safe in because I can see what's happening.
No. I get so like anxious in them. Like in Reno, they had a couple of those, and they're on like the outside. I fucking hated them.
Oh gosh.
Or like there's one in Vegas you can see, and the building's probably like 30, 40 stories high. And I was like, no, I would not. Like it's a beautiful view, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But like fuck that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean, it definitely feels weird walking on glass,
Yeah.
especially that top
Yes.
one. It feels like it's moving forward and backwards.
Did you look down?
Yeah, I mean, I don't
Yeah.
mind. But like the offices is cool because imagine it's a big castle. So to make the offices, they just added glass.
So cool.
So that everyone's just there.
That's fucking cool.
They have a room where they like record. I guess they make like interviews with other people. I don't know. Like they're like, yeah, we record every Friday, and they just like.
That's cool. They
or
got
their
like a little
Facebook or
recording.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
That's
probably just have a
fucking cool.
podcast talking about tequila.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Did you get like your own bottles of tequila when you left though?
No, we didn't. So.
Bitch,
They-
that should be
No,
included.
they gave us a cantarito, like a clay mug.
Oh, well, that's cool.
That says, Castillo Tequila.
That's actually
So
that's
then-
cool.
Like the
Okay.
tour, they show you around and they tell you how they make it and how they bottle it, and then they take you to the bottom.
This is how we
which like
bottle
the
it. We
cellar,
won't
I
give
guess,
you
where they
any.
have their,
You have to
Yeah,
buy it.
barrels.
Where they keep it.
Yeah, and they show you how to drink it, so it's really interesting
Yeah.
because they give you a wine glass and then,
Because you're supposed to sip tequila.
well, yeah,
Yeah.
well, any liquor.
Yeah.
all the liquor you're supposed. It's a
Yeah.
sipping liqueur.
So if you have a wine glass, you don't hold it from like the
Stem.
the skinny part
Mhm.
because the warmth of your body could like destroy the tequila. So you have to hold it from the base. So if this is how you hold it.
Interesting.
And so before you drink it, you're supposed to like swish it. And then you'll see like
I'm just imagining people are like, "What's the funniest way you think we can make these bitches hold a glass, bro? Hold
Like
it by the bottom.
Tell them the heat will mess with
Tell them their
tequila.
hand will fuck up
well,
the flavor.
it
or
looks
some
funny
shit.
in the wine glass. I'm like, why don't you put it in a wine glass? But
That's funny.
Because
But
they
also, I
need it
just
to
picture
be,
a bunch
they,
of like
they need
people-
it to be far enough away from your hand. That's why it's gotta be the wine glass.
But like, I just picture a bunch of people, like this, and then they're like sipping tequila, and then like 5 minutes later, they're all just fucking hammered drinking it like this, like oh.
well, then you're like, so this is the process, right? You shake it, so
Yeah.
you can see the little line
Mhm.
and
of
then-
of the liquid.
Yeah, I guess. So if it runs down quick, it means it wasn't aged like that much.
Oh, okay. I see. Like on the sides of the glass.
Yeah, and then I think you're supposed to like tilt it like that. And then you like get it close to your nose to smell it. And like it's supposed to give off the smell of whatever like it was aged for.
Yeah.
And then you take a sip and then like a little sip and you let it sit in
On
your
your
mouth.
tongue.
And then you kind of swish it around a little bit and then drink it. And it's supposed to like, I guess, let your tongue know what you're about to drink. Like you're preparing your mouth to drink this.
Yeah, I don't want any of that.
And then you just wait a little bit and then you take a sip
in the mouth is terrible.
and then you take a sip and you let it sit a little bit and then you drink it and then you're supposed to exhale or something like that. And then there you go. You know how to drink tequila now.
Bro, I've learned how to breathe when you're shooting a gun. I've learned how to breathe when you're doing labor. Now you got to breathe
Exactly,
when
I
you
was-
take a drink. Jesus Christ.
So it was this whole class and we had
There's
to do it 3
breathings
times.
for everything.
It was 3 different like
Catch a
eight-
solid
But so-
senior shots. Just
But so when
Exactly.
when you were smelling the 3 different kinds, did they smell different to you?
Yeah, definitely for me, yeah. Like you
Did
can
they smell different for other people?
Jackie. I think so, yeah. Well, she said it smelled like her birthday. All of it.
That's what I wanted to
He's
know.
like, I don't know. I was like, I mean, for me, because I do like different like
Right.
liquors, I could.
But like,
Smell it.
are you
different,
supposed
yeah.
to smell like the type of wood of the barrel it sat in or something?
Just kind of like the
like, oh, I smell oak or I smell cedar.
Yeah, is there
a
any
little
like?
bit of that, and then a little bit of like if they infuse it with.
I was about to say,
Bullshit.
was there any?
I
infusions?
call bullshit. You smell infusion over the burn of
Well,
alcohol?
if you do the right process, yeah.
Okay, what did you smell? Tell me. Share with me.
I don't remember.
Dude,
Oh,
I
I just
smell-
drank
all
I can
three.
smell
I just drank
infusions
all
on like
three.
regular ass bottles.
That's crazy. But like the hints of like what's actually, I think maybe with like some chamomile and it actually being correct. Like, what the fuck?
Well, you know, like it's
I know people can do it. Obviously, there are sommeliers and then the other words for it when it's not wine. But
And then
well,
the
that's
other
why I was
tasters.
like- I
Yes.
was like, I don't know the word for it, but yeah, it smells different.
yeah, no, I mean, I know that it does to people that have that just educated palate. I guess my palate
Yeah.
isn't that educated.
No, mine. Yeah.
And mine, I don't think mine will ever be because macaroni and cheese that my mom makes out of the box tastes just as fucking good as the mac and cheese at Cheddar's. And I mean, those are
yeah.
two very different kinds of
Never
mac
been
and
to
cheese.
I think
Cheddar's.
someone's gonna fight you now. Someone's
I
gonna
know.
send you
I know.
an email about it.
Cheddar's is just like
Cheddar's is
a
not relevant.
really nice. It's a really, really nice Chili's. So it's like really fancy.
Upper middle class chilies.
Yeah.
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 Re-
Like
retelling
Bezos
why-
still isn't going there.
Yeah,
but like,
yeah, yeah.
I'm not going there. I only go there like on my birthday. Like it's really nice food. But it's like, you know, for Ben and I, it would be like $80 if we didn't get drinks.
If you didn't get drinks.
Yeah, I mean the food's expensive, but
Yeah.
it's good.
Yeah.
But I'm
you just
like,
said the mac and cheese is the same as Kraft.
It literally not Kraft. Fuck Kraft. My mom makes Velveeta.
oh my.
out of a
bad.
box.
My bad.
In the South, it's Velveeta. That's what we
Velveeta.
like.
Like
No,
Forrest
that's
Gump.
not much better.
But
I mean, it's better than Kraft, but
it is. That's what I always thought too. And my
Just put more
cousins-
cheese on it.
My cousins ate that Kraft shit. Ugh. Also, because my cousin diddled me, I'm like, now all people that eat Kraft are molesters. Not really, but
They're all
it is
Kraft,
some-
the creator.
it is something I think about.
yeah, Robert Kraft. He did have the thing down in was it Miami? It was somewhere in Florida, I think.
I don't keep up with
Yeah.
that
Well,
stuff.
and apparently,
Well, it was also like 3 years ago now.
Yeah,
whatever,
exactly.
right? Yeah.
I need to do, I think I want to do a deep dive one weekend on just all the fucked up restaurant people. Because I think the Jared guy with Subway did something
Oh,
fucked
yeah.
up. The Papa John's guy
Yeah,
from
wasn't
Papa
Jared-
John's apparently
Jared
did something
molested
fucked
children.
up.
Yeah, Jared molested children.
Pornography.
Papa John is on.
I don't know what he did.
Is literally on record saying the N word. Like is on.
Oh, he's just racist.
Yeah, they have like a tape of him saying it. It was like 2 or 3 times maybe in like this one
Oh, he's
sitting
just
or whatever.
racist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't mean just. He's really racist
Yeah.
to say that. He's very racist. I can't believe that.
Yeah,
Why
and then there's Robert Kraft
who made Kraft macaroni?
Well, I mean, it's the Kraft family.
I mean, they
Like
own the
Kraft.
business.
Oh my
They are
god, that
AFD,
was
yeah.
literally that's so annoying.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
so annoying. Can you imagine if there was like a mac and cheese that we were like, oh, I like Smith. No, I love the Smith mac and cheese. Like people are so fucking full of themselves.
Yeah, but
They just-
also you own the New
name.
England Patriots.
I don't.
Well, I'm
Well, no,
saying
he does.
if you had Smith, if you were Smith mac and cheese or Smith all this other stuff.
yeah,
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you're like, I also own the Dallas Cowboys or whatever.
that's so annoying. That's so annoying. So, but yeah, I think I want to do a
deep
weekend
dive,
where I just do because there's so many there. I see so many of those documentaries. That's how I even know.
Yeah.
That anything happened. I don't know what happened. I just see like I'm scrolling through and I see like Jared from Subway and the face is like the secrets of the Subway
Yeah.
man or something. And I was like, oh my God, Jared did something? Like that's how I know something happened. Don't know what, but
Well,
I'm
he
like,
was just a regular
damn. I
guy.
just see
Yeah.
that these are being made and I'm like, wow. Wait, he died?
No, I said he was just a regular guy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like he wasn't
Yeah, no,
ever
he
part of the
was-
company. He was just like some random guy they picked
Right.
up.
No, he was just some
He just
random
was
guy.
like, oh man, I was big, and then I started eating Subway sandwiches.
And I
And
told
did
Subway
other
about
things,
it.
and I,
1 a week, 1 6-inch a week,
Yeah.
and I did all this other shit and
Yep.
worked out. But yeah, I'll say it was just your sandwiches while I diddle kids.
well,
Like,
that's one of my
crazy.
that's one of my
Well, that's what
favorite
helped him.
South Park episodes. That's his cardio. One of my favorite South Park episodes is what?
No,
molesting children.
no,
No,
that,
no.
I'm saying that's what helped them get to that point, if that makes sense.
What
Like
sandwiches?
by giving him fame, that's why He thought he could
he
get
was
away with
able
it.
to
Yeah,
diddle kids, right? But you think before then he didn't do anything?
I don't know.
They probably didn't have the money to do it.
You don't think maybe he had the self-confidence? He wasn't attractive enough to go out.
What wasn't
and-
his whole
and
thing? Was
find
that
little
he
kid?
fucking felt like shit, and then
Probably.
yeah,
I don't
he
know.
they got the
wasn't even
thing
motivated
with his pants,
to
right, and they're like this big or whatever.
That's just
He wasn't
crazy.
motivated.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
They literally will just pick someone and like, I mean, I say not, and I say they don't vet them. They probably did. How do you vet for that?
I don't know. They have that show, My 600-Pound Life.
I mean, how do you vet for them?
Their
being-
first question: do you have kitty porn?
Right, like,
We just don't want to repeat any mistakes.
because there were so many people on my 600-pound life that probably didn't do anything to children that Subway could have picked. I'm just saying.
No.
There's
Yeah,
a
but they
whole
already picked
client
this guy
list.
like
But they didn't
after
pick
he lost the
Subway.
weight.
That's
you know
true.
what I mean?
They did.
Yeah.
They did.
They didn't pick Subway. They always like buy McDonald's or something.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I had no idea. Yeah, and I didn't know that Papa John's was racist. But
Yep.
I know Paula Deen was racist. Like so many food.
Paula Deen is just, I mean, you can almost say that, like the Papa John thing. Again, this isn't fucking
Maybe she
back
was
them up
booty
or anything.
bumping or something.
But I'm like, that's like their time. Like if they're like, oh, this old white
Papa
person.
John's? The recording was old?
No, the recording's new, but I'm saying he's an old white man. So like,
Yeah.
as horrible as it is, I'm generally not surprised when people are like, oh my God, did you hear what this old white person said? I'm like,
Okay.
probably something really fucking racist. Yeah.
That's
no
true.
fucking wonder.
That's true. I'm picturing Papa John's as like the young guy that I used to see on the commercials when I was in middle school.
Yeah, no,
he doesn't
He
look
was still
like,
middle aged.
He was still
He
middle aged.
yeah.
He just
Yo.
dyed his hair jet black to look young.
Yeah. As a kid though, you don't pick
Also,
up on that shit.
Yeah.
TV wasn't like high def.
Yeah,
Right.
it's all
right.
grainy
People
and shit.
look, dude.
It took off.